Hello, you are welcome to another interesting topic on how to boost the immunity of your poultry and livestock birds. In this particular content, I want to discuss with you a very good and common plant each and every one of us know very well. In the early stage of our life, we call it awolowo leaf. During that period of our school kidragati age, we all pluck it and everybody call it awolowo. It is also called independence leaf. Independence leaf because it was discovered in Nigeria after the independence. After independence, this plant was discovered in Nigeria. And when it was discovered, we all know how important it is, both for human and livestock. This independence leaf treats a lot of infections. It takes care of our health as human and as livestock also. But in this particular content, I am concentrating on the use of independence leaf or awolowo leaf in livestock production to boost the immunity, to boost the growth, to boost the egg production, and at the same time boost broiler weight. It is very good and viable for the entire health and well-being of livestock and poultry birds. Join me in this particular content. Let's dive deep into the medicinal and nutritional values of independence or awolowo leaf in poultry and livestock in general. Thank you. You are highly welcome to the poultry site. This is where we discuss everything concerning poultry and livestock animals, their health, their nutritional requirements and nutritional values, their entire well-being, the management, and the structural construction of their houses and the pens. If you are a poultry farmer and you are new to this particular platform, you're supposed to make yourself a very good member of this group for you to get the up-to-date information on how to run your agric and livestock production profitably and lucratively. You're highly welcome. Let's go. Here is the independence or awolowo leaf. You can see it. This is the leaf. Everything about this particular leaf is highly medicinal. You can see it clearly well. You can see it. You can see it clearly well. Everything about this particular plant is very good. Everything about it is highly medicinal. It has a lot of medicinal values that can take care of viral infections, bacteria, fungi, and parasite infections. Every parasitic infection can be taken care of by this particular plant. So it is a plant you don't play with in as much as you are a livestock or poultry farmer. Livestock birds, livestock animals derive joy in eating this raw. You can as well use the extract, prepare the extract, and use it to treat your poultry bird from different infections, and it has a lot of minerals and vitamins. Let's go, Idia. Hi, let's go deep. Dig deep in the medicinal, nutritional value of this particular plant, Cromolena adorata. It is also called awolowo leaf. It is also called Siam leaf, or it is also called independent leaf, depending on your location and what you use it for. This particular plant is highly medicinal. It's also called Christmas bush. It is called Christmas bush because it is mostly found in the bush, and this particular plant is not sold in any market. This is a plant that every poultry farmer should behold and beloved because it is free. I have never seen it sold in any market at all. Most of the medications you use in poultry and livestock that cost you huge amount of money and most of the times deprive you that little profit you would have made as a poultry farmer. This particular plant will treat and take care of those infections with zero financial implication. Zero, because it is a plant that you get right from the bush. You don't buy it. Perhaps you want to get this from an environment within your area or a bush within your backyard. You are co-tenant, or your friend, or whoever is living around you, or who owns the farm you want to cut the grass will even appreciate you for helping him to cut the grass off, because they don't know the value of it. This plant can treat more than 200 infections in poultry. The money you invest in purchasing different antibiotics that I would not like to mention their name in this particular content, this plant will treat it with zero investment, zero financial implication, zero financial investment. Now, let's go deep. This plant is highly medicinal for not even poultry alone, even for humans. It is used in traditional and cultural medicinal purposes in different cultures and regions. It is also good because of its nutritional value in livestock and poultry, because it supports the health being, supports the well-being, it supports the health system of poultry and livestock because of its attributes. Let's go into the medicinal properties of this particular plant. Commonella adorata can help in wound healing. Perhaps your livestock have injuries from cannibalism, from fighting, or from any other means. This plant will heal it. The plant extract will also help in treating microbial ill health because it has antimicrobial compounds and properties. The siam leaf, as it is known in some areas, has properties that contribute in controlling bacteria and fungal infections in poultry and livestock. It has anti-inflammatory properties which helps in assisting the inflammations in livestock. It also helps in taking care of worms, both endoparasite and ectoparasite. That's the ones that reside in their system and the ones on their skin or the feather, depending on the type of livestock you are taking care of. It also helps in respiratory health of your poultry beds. Most of the chronic respiratory diseases are being managed and taken care of by this particular plant extract. It helps in pain relief. If your animal or poultry bed is having injury, perhaps it has a broken leg or injury on the leg or foot that make them impossible for them to walk around and eat, or any injury that prevent their movement or hinder their movement. Once you administer this particular plant extract, it will help them and energize them to start moving and start eating. This will at the same time help prevent them from being stampeded by other poultry or other livestock animals. It is anti-diarrhea plant. The extract helps in controlling diarrhea, both the red diarrhea, watery diarrhea, brownish diarrhea, and any other diarrhea in poultry and livestock. Perhaps your poultry or livestock animal is let me use the word purging, or is having reddish discharge. Let me use the word reddish, the color that looks very red, the purge reddish discharge, as occasioned by coccidiosis. As most of you may know, that coccidiosis, the third stage of coccidiosis, that poultry or livestock bed will do what? Drop reddish discharge. This particular plant will help to control it and at the same time cure it completely. It has a liver tonic properties that help to eliminate and support the liver function in poultry and livestock beds. It has antiviral properties also that help in taking care of viral infections like Newcastle, infectious coryza, Marek disease, Gomboro, and others. It has anti-allergic properties also, which helps in alleviating allergic reaction in livestock and poultry beds also. It supports the cardiovascular health system of poultry and livestock birds that helps their heart to function very well. Remember, when the heart of every livestock or poultry bird is functioning very well, pumping blood to all the systems, making sure everything, all the systems function very well, that particular livestock is already living well, and it will do what? Produce whatever you have destined, whatever you have prepared. It will at same time convert the feed. It will at same time do what? Provide you with what you are requesting for. Assuming you have stocked that bird for egg, to give you the maximum egg you need. Assuming you have stocked that particular bird for meat, to give you the maximum weight you need. This particular plant will help in the functionality of their heart system. It helps also in digestive aid to the poultry and livestock birds. When poultry or livestock bird consume food and that food is not digested yet, that food cannot be assimilated, and at the same time it cannot be converted to meat or egg or flesh or whatever, depending on the breed or why you stock the particular bird. So this particular plant extracts help in aiding digestion in poultry and livestock animals, helping to break down the food particles into smaller units for the poultry and for their body system to assimilate it and convert it to feed either meat or flesh. It also helps in immunostimulant of the poultry and livestock birds, boosting their immune system, preventing them from contracting infections around their environment. It boosts their immunity. You can still use this particular extract to do what? Vaccinate your poultry birds at early stage of their life. Because when the poultry bird or livestock bird is vaccinated, they get immunized against any either viral or bacterial infections or any other infections around that may take their life. This particular plant helps in preventing all those diseases and infections if you are giving them at early stage of their lives. It also helps in reproductive health of your poultry birds. For the male livestock animals, it helps them to be energetic to cross other livestock like goat, sheep, cow, cattle, and rest of them. In poultry, the extract also helps in boosting the egg structure. It also helps in boosting the egg production. It also helps in boosting the nutrient that is required for that particular egg to hatch properly well. So with this particular extract, you get higher number of hatchability in your breeding stock. It helps the breeders to lay substantial egg. It helps them to lay good quality eggs. It helps the male ones to produce enough semen to cross them for the egg to be fertilized and for the egg to be viable for either hatching or for table egg eating. Anyone you may use it for. It helps the quality of your egg and the reproductive system of that particular animal. It also helps as anti-parasitic, as I earlier said. When I'm talking about parasites in livestock, we are talking about the ones that crawl on their skin or feathers. When your poultry bird is infected with lice or any ectoparasites, the ones that move on their skin, that particular bird will always be busy using the beak to scratch the body. As it's scratching the body, even if they give them food that time, they will not eat the food. And if they don't eat the food, they will not be able to digest the food. They can't digest what they have not eaten. And their body cannot assimilate what they have not seen. And there's no how they can convert what they have not eaten. So it is when they eat, the food is digested and the food is assimilated, and that food will be converted either to meat or to flesh, depending on the breed of poultry. Then how will they convert when they are busy using their teeth, their mouth? Let me use the word mouth to scratch their to destroy all those insects that is moving on their skin. But if you use this particular plant extract and give it to them in water, in liquid form, and they drink it, the aroma of this particular plant alone have the capacity to eliminate, to expel all those ectoparasites from their feather or other skin, depending on either goat or poultry birds. So this is one of the medicinal properties of this particular plant. It also have antiseptic properties. That is, it can treat wounds and skin conditions. Take good care of skin conditions in livestock and poultry birds. It also have urinary tract health in poultry and livestock animals. It's when they eat, drink water, this water needs to go out of their system. And as the water is going out, it's doing what? Expelling every harmful bacteria from the system. If they don't urinate properly well, most especially animals like goat and sheep and cattle and rest of them, those bacteria will remain in their system and cause hazards, cause health issues for them. It's also good in reducing stress in livestock and poultry birds. Stress is one of the effects, one of the conditions that prevent birds from eating well. Many people complain that their birds doesn't grow. If your bird is overstressed, they can hardly eat food, because during the stress period they are overstressed that they will not be able to eat. They will be looking for a way to survive. They will be breathing very high. They will breathe in while their mouth is open. If their mouth is open and they are breathing through their mouth, where would they eat? Would they eat with their eyes or the nose? It's not the same mouth that they will use to eat the feed, whereas they are supporting their breathing with their mouth. That is due to overstress. But the extract of this particular plant will help to drop this stress level up to 0 level and help them to eat very well. We are through with few of the medicinal properties of this particular plant. Now let me go into the nutritional value of this plant. It is a fodder source because it's used in providing nutrition for livestock, especially during feed scarcity. This particular plant, let's see it here, can be air dried. Can you see this one? This one is dried now. You can see it dried. See, let me squeeze it and show you. It can be added to their feed. You can see it. Are you seeing it? You can see it now. It can be added to their feed. It is rich in minerals, it's rich in vitamins, it's rich in protein and others. But since I'm going there, let me leave it at this particular level. It has high biomass production, which helps in rapid growth of your poultry and livestock birds. This particular plant can help to boost the growth of your poultry birds at a maximum level. It has protein content also, which helps to boost their egg production and their body structure also. It has vitamins and it has minerals. It has vitamin A, it has vitamin B, it has vitamin C, and other vitamins that I will not mention here and leave others impartially treated. It also have energy source, which helps them due to its carbohydrate content and boost their energy, and at the same time help them to reduce stress, give them enough energy to eat, give them enough energy to convert the feed, and give them enough energy to produce. It has amino acids, which is very essential for poultry and livestock, contributing to the overall amino acid profile of your livestock feed. It has calcium source also. Calcium helps in the bone structure. Calcium also helps in egg structure. Calcium also helps in the general and overall well-being of your poultry and livestock bird, depending on the particular livestock you are treating. It helps in their bone health also and their general well-being. It also contains phosphorus, which is a very good property that contributes to the overall mineral content of livestock feed. It also has ability to fasten digestion in poultry birds. It's also very palatable to poultry and livestock animals. It makes their feed palatable because when you cook, you see how I compress it here. You can still see the samples on my pan here. You can see it. It also helps in anti-oxidation of their poultry feed. It's very essential because it has fatty acids, which helps to boost their fatty level, to boost their weight, to boost their structure. It has beta carotene, which helps in egg structure and which also helps in converting vitamin A in the body and supporting various physiological functions in poultry and livestock animals. It has potassium content also, which also help in boosting their immunity and at the same time their body structure. It has sulfur, which is also very important for synthesizing of amino acid and protein in livestock. It has copper content. Depending on the particular livestock you want to feed, perhaps you want to use it for poultry bird, it is very essential in metabolic processes. It has iron, which helps in boosting their blood and boosting the overall well-being, and at the same time contributing to their growth and maximum weight. It has manganese content also, which is also very good, that supports every metabolic function in livestock and poultry bed also. It has zinc, which also very good in the essential growth and immune system, boosting the immune structure, helping them to prevent their body system from contracting any viral infection, either viral, microbial, fungal, or any infection at all that will attack them, that will deprive them of getting to the market target, or to getting to your own profit margin you have determined for your poultry business. This immunity is strong. The immune extract of this particular plant is very viable, and it's helped to protect them very well. So all these are what you get from this plant extract. Independent leaf is what we're discussing here. One, which infections can it take care of? It can take care of coccidiosis. It can take care of Newcastle. It can take care of fowl pox. It can take care of gastrointestinal infections. It can take care of chronic respiratory diseases. It can take care of protozoa and parasite. It can take care of Salmonella, can take care of avian influenza, and it can take care of E. coli, and many viral and bacterial infections in poultry. How do you use it? Go and look for this particular plant wherever it is. It is very common in every bush around you. You don't buy it. That is one of the things I like in this particular plant. See, as a poultry farmer, any plant that you can get free, any plant that even if you can get it free, you can get it with a reduced amount of money. Please look for it wherever it is. It is a plant you need to use. Now, gather up to 5 grams of this particular plant. Use 5 grams. Either I don't know what you may use in your home. If you have mortar, use mortar. If you have blender, use blender. If you have grinder, use grinder. Whatever means you know that will help you. If your hand is very strong, just wash this particular leaf for me. Wash it properly well. If you don't have any means of measuring it, please gather a full handful of this particular plant. It is free. You don't just go to the bush and cut it. What we are using here is the leaf extract. Wash it properly well. Wash it first one, wash it second one, and if possible, wash it the third one. Make sure it is properly neat. Then blend it properly well with either blender or put it in a local mortar. If you are a local person like me, put it in a mortar and pound it very well. Pound it to the extent that all the extract will be able to be extracted from them. Then use 5 grams of it. Put water, very clean water. Do what? Rinse it. Remove the chaff and throw it away. The extra, that water is what you're going to use to serve to your poultry bed. Every poultry bed from day 1 till maturity can use it. Do this between 5 days to 7 days to take care of different infections. But come to the comment section and ask me. I will be able to guide you more. Because if I continue talking on this particular plant, this content will be overstressed and it will be over length. You may not be able to complete watching this. Please, on the comment section, ask more questions on how to use it. Day 1 to the maturity of both chicken, turkey, geese, dog, guinea fowl, and every feathered bird. You can as well use it for goat, sheep, cow. You can serve the plant directly and they will eat the plant. They will chew the plant. If they are 4-legged animals, they can eat the plant and still get the same mineral and nutritional value, both medicinal value of this particular plant from the leaf. Thank you for watching this video till the end. If you have any other further questions on this, please drop it on the comment section. I will be glad to answer all of them. And at the same time, note that we have a very good book on this particular organic poultry farming that treats every organic poultry farming. We have volume 1 and volume 2 and volume 3. All are intact. If you request for them, you get them. Thank you till I come with another interesting topic. Bye for now.